Hey guys, welcome back to the Brick Brethren channel. My name's Hunter, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Bumblebee set, which is 950 pieces. So the first thing I want to talk about is the box art. I think this is a really cool box. It just reminds me of like a retro, 90s theme. I mean, this is based off of like an 80s, 90s show. This is the Generation 1 Bumblebee. But I think this is such a great way of showing like their appreciation for Transformers by decorating it as if it were from the 90s. I also want to clarify that this is a set for 18 plus. That doesn't mean younger people can't build this, but this is mainly made for adults, especially because this show came out during a time period in the 80s and 90s where now those kids are now adults. So kind of fun that they're catering it towards those people, and it's fun that we're finally getting a Lego Bumblebee set. So the next thing that I definitely want to talk about is Bumblebee as an Autobot. I think he's such a fun, unique character that it's good that we finally got a Bumblebee. We have the Optimus Prime, but Bumblebee is definitely another iconic Transformer. But I want to jump into the fun detail that Lego added on this build and just show you guys like some of the cool things that are part of this set. If you were wondering how long it takes to build this set, it's about 2 hours non-stop. An interesting thing about the set was there weren't a lot of stickers. The only stickers you had to place in this set were the license plates and the plaque. For the most part, I didn't really run into repetitive building styles. I felt like each section seemed very different from each other. Overall, this was a really fun build. Now I want to give you guys an up-close look of what Bumblebee looks like as an Autobot. I love the front side of him. But when you look at the side, it looks weird, especially in that center. It looks as if I'm missing a piece right there, and I don't love that. The back looks really nice from the top, but the legs feel as if they're missing something. The feet are great, but the legs are just blank. I don't love how it's just black. Here's another side view, but I wanted to show off his hand cannon. I feel like that looks great. On the bottom of his feet, there are grips which can help him stand better. And of course, I wanted to give you guys an up-close look of what Bumblebee looked like as an Autobot next to Optimus Prime. I feel like the size comparison is pretty accurate. Overall, I think this looks really cool. So I kind of want to talk a little bit more about Optimus and Bumblebee and kind of have a cool fun side-by-side. If you're a huge Transformers fan, I would definitely recommend you got to get Bumblebee. Even though Bumblebee is my least favorite out of this line, I would definitely recommend him still. I still think he's a fun character, and he's still fun to have next to Optimus Prime. These are an iconic duo. But the reason why I say I like Optimus Prime more is I just feel like his build's a lot less clunkier. It's a lot more cleaner. When you look at Bumblebee, he's a little bit more clunkier, which I don't know exactly if that's the way he looked in the show, but it's kind of a lot going on with Bumblebee, and I feel like Lego probably could have cleaned it up a little bit. But with Optimus, it's just so smooth. Like, I just love everything about him. And like I said earlier, it's maybe because he's a semi and this is a bug, but I just think Optimus Prime looks a lot better as an Autobot and as a semi in general. I also wanted to give you guys an up-close of what Bumblebee looked like as a Volkswagen Beetle. I feel like the front looks pretty nice. The side looks a little rough with that gray spot in the corner of that door. I don't love that. I also don't love how big the wheels are. It just seems very clunky to me. I also don't like the windows on this set. They look too small, and I just don't feel like it really makes this set look like a real Volkswagen Beetle when it's transformed into car version. Lego did include another Autobot piece that you could put on the hood, and then a yellow piece for the roof. Here's a look of what Bumblebee looks like next to Optimus Prime in car version. I honestly think they look cool next to each other, but I do like them in Transformers stance better than the car stance. So here's a look at what Bumblebee looks like as a Volkswagen Bug. Super cool. You can actually like move it. So it's like kind of like a functional like toy, which I really love. And I love that you can actually transform it into the car version. So super cool. I feel like this is really cool still. I mean, it's awesome that Lego can actually make it transform. But there are some things I just don't really love about it, and you see it just broke on me. Not bad. Easy fix. But, I mean, it's just not as, like, clean as, like, Optimus Prime. It's hard to do that as Lego's making the car transform into an Autobot. It's hard to make it look pristine. If I were Lego, I think doing a Camaro probably would have been easier. The problem with a Bug is it's just so like round, and it's just like, how do you do that? And so I feel like a Camaro is a little bit more like pristine, where with a Bug it's a round like vehicle, which can make it a little bit harder to make it look like an accurate Volkswagen Bug. When you look at this definitely doesn't look like a Volkswagen Bug driving on the road. You can tell it is, but it's still just not as crisp as the Optimus Prime in semi version. After finishing this is like how you build him. When you're building Optimus, you actually build him as the Autobot first instead of the vehicle. This is different. You actually build it as the Volkswagen, then it shows you how to transform it in the instructions to Bumblebee. My problem with this is it doesn't even show you how to transform it into a car. Like, I was so confused. I'll show you the time lapse of me doing it. Like, I had to look it up on my wife's phone of like how to transform it. And luckily Lego came out with a transforming video of how to put them in car version, which I'll put in a link down below. But it's just like, you have an instruction book for a reason. Like, you're just making it a little bit harder, Lego, for me to need to go on a phone to look how to transform it. Like, this shouldn't be as hard. So if any kids are interested in buying this, just know it is really confusing with transforming him into Bumblebee as a car. So, but if you're interested in transforming him into a Autobot, it's all in the instruction book. But like I said, instructions should be pristine when putting him into the car version and the Autobot version. Weighing the pros and cons, I feel like this set is a 7.5 out of 10. I think it's a great set, but I just have a hard time with some of the things, and I also love some of the things about this set. It is a set I'd definitely add to my collection if I were a Transformer fan, but overall, it's not my favorite set I've ever built or owned. Now that we have two Autobots, I think we should honestly focus on getting Decepticons now. So my request from Lego is, let's get Megatron and add him to this fun lineup, and I feel like this can make this whole theme even more fun. Another side request for the Transformer line is maybe we could get a couple minifigs. Now, I know Transformers isn't focused on humans, but Sam Witwicky is a huge character, and I'm surprised we actually didn't get him with a Bumblebee. So maybe we could get some fun iconic characters that are human and add them to the sets to make them feel even more accurate to the TV show. I'm also interested to hear your guys' thoughts on the Bumblebee set, so don't forget to comment and also subscribe to your favorite Lego channel. Thanks, guys.